welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Okay. All right. So, welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on. Because I am the type of person, if I don't make time, I'll never find time. And by doing untilit.works, it gives me the opportunity to set aside time to be like, all right, I'm going to work on this thing and I'll be by this computer because I got to do like these live stream stuff. And so that way in my mind, I'm like, might as well work on the stuff you mean to work on. And for example, like I cannot find this thing because I'm that person. I will like, if it's not a thing I use a lot, right? I will put it aside and then forget where I put that thing because what I'm looking for, I didn't even know I would need it until just like yesterday. I'm like, where did I put that? Because the last time I remember, neither here nor there. So that's what I've been working on that last break session. And so that leads me to until.works. It consists of ciphers. And a cipher is a 3-hour block of time. Within each cipher, there are sessions. There's a work session and a break session. Work sessions are like 45 minutes, heads down, working on what you're working on, trying to make some progress, or try to find the thing that you know you put somewhere and it's not there, and you're looking for it. I'll find it eventually. So 45 minutes of just focus work. Then around 15 minutes after the hour, I'll pop up here to remind you, hey, take a break, get up, walk around, drink some water, or sit there and watch me talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Or you can come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet. So if you come to the site and we're in the middle of a break session, the video may look like it's frozen. And that's because browsers don't allow for autoplay video with audio. And that's why the notice there saying may need to click play to start the stream. Next to that is a button to open closed captions. I'm using the speech recognition API that's built into Chrome browsers to turn my speech into text. So what I'm saying will pop up in that space, hopefully accurately, like in that box that shows up when you click open closed caption. Then there's 2 buttons there that don't work for right now. And then there's a countdown timer countdown when the next work session starts. And then if you like to join the chat room, you can click the join the room button to ask questions or chat. All right, cool. So that is the break session. Work session will look something like this. Share the screen here. I know it's somewhere around here. It's probably looking at me, mocking me. All right. So here's what the work session looks like. If you notice in the upper right-hand corner, if you check out subscribe, it has a list of all the upcoming ciphers you can subscribe to get notified when we go live. Over on the left-hand side, there's an audio player if you want to listen to some tunes while you're working on what you're working on. Towards here to the center, we have a to-do section. You add a task where it says add a task. Hit enter or the plus button, and then add it to the list of tasks. You can click the text to edit it. You can click the X button to delete it. Or if you want to mark it done, click the checkbox. It'll send it to the section that says done. If you click that header, done, it'll show you all the things you got completed. If you click the Twitter icon, it'll open up Twitter in a new tab. It'll pre-populate a tweet with all the things you got done with a nice check mark next to them. All right, over here in the right-hand column, we have another countdown timer, counting when the next break session happens. Again, it's like 15 minutes after the hour. View tutorials. That button will lead you to a place where if you don't have like a thing that you've been meaning to work on, like you don't have a thing that you want to like complete or work on, like I've said, and you're like you heard like, hey, web development could be a cool thing to try out, but you don't know where to start. So I have links to Free Code Camp and the Odin Project. And from what folks have told me that have gone through those projects and from the curriculum that I saw, I think if you complete those projects, at the end, you'll have a good understanding of what it takes to do web development. And I think from there, you'll be able to make an educated decision on whether or not you want to spend more time and or money in pursuing web development. So those are there. But let's say you're into web development, but you don't have like a project to kind of like get you started or whatever, right? And so you just want kind of something where you can sit down, get something done, and maybe it'll spark your creative juices, or maybe you want to take that project and build it further. I have 3 projects, like tutorials, that go to the Vonage developer platform. And I'm a developer advocate at Vonage. And so part of my responsibilities are to like look over tutorials, especially JavaScript ones. So I have 3 tutorials there. One is where, following the tutorial, you'll end up with an application that has an input box and a button. You put your real world home phone number in that input box, hit call, and your real world phone will ring. Then I have one where it's the opposite, where you get a virtual number, you hook it up to the application you create following the tutorial, and then from your real world phone, you can call that virtual number and you'll be able to answer in your application. And then I have one where like 2 users like log in to an application you create following the tutorial, and one can call the other through the browser and have a conversation back and forth. Cool. So those are that. Hako will come back to show and tell sign up. I'm going to sneeze. Show and tell sign up. If you want to come up here and talk about something you found interesting on the internet, that button will lead you to a form and walk you through the process of coming up here to talk about whatever you found interesting on the internet. Now, Hako stands for Help a Coder / Creator Out. It's a thing I made that if you ever get stuck working on what you're working on, and you want to get some help, you can create a Hako, which is like a room where you can invite people to join the room, and then hopefully the idea is that together you'll be able to get the feedback or the help that you're looking for. So if you were to click View Hako, it'll show you all the different Hakos that have been created. You can click the username of the creator to open up Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with, to check out the profile to see whether or not you'd like to request to join the room. There's also a filter by keyword list. So if there's something specific you're looking for, you might be able to find the keyword there. Cool. If you were to click Create Hako, you're presented with this form. Put in the title and 3 keywords to help somebody find it, the Hako. When you click Create, it will then generate a unique URL that you can then copy the URL, or you can click to share to Twitter. Now, when you join your Hako, it looks like this. Title at the top. Over here on the right-hand side, you can leave with the leave button. Open the menu for some more options. We have a text chat here to the right. Over on the left-hand side, we have a countdown timer, countdown when the next break session happens. What is wrong? I think this is like rainy outside. My nose is itching me. Yeah, so we have a countdown timer here, countdown to when the next break session happens. You can copy the URL again, and you can click to share to Twitter again. Now, when someone clicks your link, they just don't automatically join your room. They're actually requesting to join your room, so they'll show up under pending. You'll be able to click their username to open up, again, Twitter or GitHub, depending on what they logged in with. And then from there, looking at the profile, you can decide whether you'd like to approve or deny that person. Now, if you do approve the person and they turn out to be a terrible person, you can always ban them out your room. Now, you as the owner of the Hako, only you can share your screen. And the reason for that is because the point of the Hako is for you to be able to get help or feedback on a thing you're working on. So I think by being able to show everyone else what it is that you're seeing, you'll be able to provide better context so that then they can get you the better help or feedback or the solution for the thing that you're working on, because they can see what you can see. Now, the way you communicate through the Hako is that we have a text chat, like I mentioned. Put your message here towards the bottom, hit send, and it'll add it to the list of messages. Now, I also add the ability to enable audio chat. So anybody who has their audio chat enabled will be able to speak to and hear each other. But for the folks who don't have audio chat enabled, they'll still be able to follow along, because what people are saying will be put into the text chat and still be able to so you'll be able to still follow along. Now, I also have the opposite available, so enable text to speech. So if you're not looking at the text chat and you still want to follow along with what's happening, if you enable text to speech, any messages put into the text chat will be read out aloud by your browser. All right, cool. I think that's pretty much it. Yep. Again, you can check out all the different hot codes that have been created. And yeah, cool. That's it. All right. So thanks for hanging out. Oh, forgot to share my screen. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send you all back to work. I need to finish up with some post-radio show promo stuff. I'm going to cut my hair, shave, because I'm traveling next week. Got to find this thing. I really got to find it. So that's another thing. And yeah, when we come back, we'll talk about something I found interesting on the internet. Cool. All right. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to send you all off with some traveling music. This right here is an artist that goes by the name of Nujabes. It's featuring another dope artist that goes by the name of Apani B. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity and I hope you can find with whatever it is that you're looking for. All right. Y'all be easy. Thanks again, y'all. Peace.
Let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I think all the sugar love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you never stop supporting me. I'm gonna show you how music is more meaning to life. But let me start from the heart. I just want to stay. I thank you all for showing love to me. I appreciate this unique opportunity. I'm gonna rock so hard you